I've had a couple of really deep conversations with clients this week about the next chapter of their life and about what is coming for them, about what they're being asked to lean into. And the best advice I could give when you're not sure of something, when you don't know your direction, is to feel into internally like what lights you up in this moment. And then we fuck around and find out. We go on this treasure hunt to find out. If we were supposed to have all of the answers, we would have all of the answers. The universe is designed so perfectly. We have everything we need, but we're also being asked to evolve. We look at the universe, we look at nature, we look at the history of humanity. The one constant is change, is our evolution. So we're being, if we had all of the answers, we wouldn't evolve, we wouldn't survive, we wouldn't be the magnificent creatures that we are today. We wouldn't be creative. We wouldn't see new things happen. We wouldn't have art. We wouldn't have um, babies. We wouldn't have, if we had all of the answers, if we knew everything we were supposed to do, we we probably wouldn't exist. So wherever you are in life, if you know exactly where you're going, you're on the wrong path because you probably aren't evolving. Let's have an idea of what lights you up, of your passion, of your purpose, of how you're here to serve, of what you bring, what unique magic you bring to the world. And then let's get creative with it. Let's let ourselves be a little bit derailed. Let's let ourselves not know for a little bit. And maybe, I don't know if you ever have tried a day where you wake up and you make one decision, and then you make another decision, and you make another decision. And come 8 o'clock at night, who knows where you are? Are you on a plane to Thailand? Are you snuggled up with your loved one? Like, who knows what happens when you just follow your intuition in the moment. So I really like in the journey of individuation, of evolution, of transformation, of metamorphosis, of life, to a treasure hunt, to a scavenger hunt, where we kind of have an end goal. That end goal is our essence, being fully in our essence, connected to our soul and our higher self. And then we go on a scavenger hunt to see where life takes us. My life does not look how I thought it would when I was making my 5 year plan 5 years ago. In fact, it looks very, very, very different. But I'm so happy and I am so grateful that this is my life. All just through following the next step. Yes, we want a vision and have a vision, know what it is, because a vision helps you set boundaries, it helps you not settle, it helps give you like a rough guide of where you want to go. But then let life throw you the curveball. Let life give you other options. Your only job is to really feel into your heart, really feel into your energy, and make the right decision in the moment. I believe that the reason we're here is to reconnect to oneness, to our higher self, to the creator, to source, to realize our creative potential, realize our highest potential. And we're not going to do that if we have all the answers. So, in going on the treasure hunt, in messing around and finding out and just living life, you're going to learn so much about yourself. You're going to learn about who you are and who you are not. If you go deeper, you're going to learn who you have been conditioned to be, who you are in truth, and what you came here for. And you may only know this when you're breathing your final breath. You may only be able to look back in hindsight and go, that's what I came here for. But isn't that magic? Why can't we just let life be a bit of a mystery? And I say this, I am a bit of a control freak. I have been like But let me tell you, that all comes from fear. So when you learn to trust life, when you learn to trust yourself, trust your heart, build that connection with the higher self, with the all-seeing, all-knowing part of you, because you do know everything really, but we don't have full access to that. Um, the access deepens the more work we do, the more we connect to spirit, the more we work on aligning our energy, the more we open, the more we trust, the more we love, the more shadows we clear. Our access to that knowing, all knowing part of us deepens. But when you build that connection to the higher self, you learn to trust. So you learn to trust life. You build when you start going on the journey, you build evidence that everything's going to work out and everything's going to be okay. While the ego will try and keep you in fear and in survival, so that you do need to control and grasp. But that is not how you're going to reach your highest potential. Control, grasping, fear, um, panicking, making decisions based on past experiences isn't always going to be in your best interests. Can you um, learn to build trust with your path? Can you learn to accept who you are, where you are, that life isn't always going to be easy? Can you learn to let the fuck go? Let go. Let go of your expectations, of your judgments, of why you think what you think you want, and let life give you another opportunity. Let life open something up for you. I am looking at going traveling over the winter, and I had it very set in my mind. I wanted to go to South America, and these were the things I was going to do. But one of the things I want to do, which is hike the Inca Trail, um, I can't do because it's going to be rainy season, and it's dangerous. And if I'm going to South America, I'm going to kind of want to do it all. So I'm having to open to where am I going to travel over winter, over Christmas, because I have a very deep calling in my soul to explore, to go traveling. Um, and I'm having to open a little bit, let go of where I thought I was going, and allow myself to be guided. And as it happens, the plan that I am now thinking of really, really lights, like I feel very connected to it. So I have a feeling it's the right path. And that now my next step is to just start making some bookings, making some inquiries, book the flight, book the Airbnb, like um, just start doing the things and let it unfold from there. So, in order to do this, I had to let go of the attachment of traveling to South America. I have to be curious about what else is possible. Um, and know what really lights me up. Like the place that I am looking at traveling to is basically all I watch on YouTube, and it's it's I'm looking at going to Nepal. I know you're dying to know. Nepal for Vipassana and some trekking, and then potentially some sun afterwards. So yeah, I'm looking into all of this now, but I had to let go of my idea of I'm going to Peru to do this, 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 and this. So I really had to be connected to what lights me up, so I could let that light guide the way to the next steps. And then I have to take action. So this is where the scavenger hunt, the treasure hunt, starts to respond. You take action, and you're given the next step. So it really is not being rigid, learning to trust. Like, what could really go wrong? A lot of things have gone wrong in my life, but they've all been divinely perfect. So I've really like, what could possibly go wrong? What if there was no wrong decision? What would be the next decision that you would make on your path? You need to be curious. You need to have an open mind and an open heart. You need to know what your intuition feels like. This is a muscle that you need to build on to find your purpose, to find your direction. You must build the muscle of trusting your intuition, trusting your gut. Follow the treasure hunt, go on the treasure hunt. What does X look like? What does X feel like to you? Let's let go of what it looks like. What does it feel like? And you'll know when you get there. and there will be tiny little moments of the pot of gold, of the treasure, scattered throughout your life. And the trials and the challenges, they will also feel like the pot of gold, because you were able to evolve. You were able to experience the fullness of life, rather than just, I know everything, I am safe. This is what most people decide to live like, not experiencing the unknown and just living in this safe little box. If you're watching this video, I know that's not you. If you're working with me, I know that's not you. So let's like shake the snow globe a bit, make the treasure hunt exciting, right? Like, let's go and have fun. Let's fuck around, find out, and see what happens. Like, what legacy are you going to leave? Like, how are you going to inspire people? And this is really one-way ticket to really fast track evolution. Trust, accept, let go of attachment, do the do the inner work, see what unfolds for you. There's so much magic waiting to be discovered, and I can't wait to see what magic unfolds for you. So remember, wherever you are in life, if you feel lost, stuck, uncertain, no direction, no purpose, just do one thing. Do one little thing that lights you up, that takes you on the next step. Watch out for the clues that are going to give you your next step, your next decision. Build the connection with your intuition, with your higher self. You can go into a meditation and communicate with your higher self. Um, Ask for guidance, ask for the way. Speak to your North Star, communicate with your North Star, and ask for it to give you the light as to where you need to go next. Like, you really do have access to the answers, but you're never going to know if you just stay on your sofa in your safe space. So go do something that is outside of the norm for you today, and see what happens.